Welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Today we're making even more money. This is the second bounty hunting method. Now then guys, before watching this video, it's important to note that the method I'm showing can be done on its own. However, it's a really good extension to a method I've shown in a previous video. I'd recommend watching that if you want to fully understand how to maximize earnings with bounty hunting and using this method. Click the screen or the link in the description to watch it. Outfitting your ship for this method should be taken pretty seriously. You're going to want a well kitted out ship, so it's not for people who have just started out. You're going to want a few million credits behind you to get the guns that you need. So you're going to want good thermal and kinetic damage. As you can see, that's the setup I'm running with. You're also going to want a kill warrant scanner, as it does work alongside with normal bounty hunting this method, and a shield cell bank. That's the one that I didn't run within the previous method. However, this method definitely needs it, as the anacondas just take down your shields very, very fast. So this method works alongside your normal USS bounty hunting, and it works really well because this method uses the USS zones. So all we do is pick up missions, these hunter-killer missions at starports. These are found on the bulletin board, and it's always this target reticle type of thing that you actually find. So basically when you pick them up, you'll notice that it gives you a reward. I was picking up 125k plus rewards. These ones are always anacondas, and they're always, I think, elite class, I believe. However, it doesn't really matter about that. You just need to know that these are difficult. That's why I said you're going to want a kitted out ship for it, because they are the hardest type of ship to kill in this game, in my opinion, because they just know what to do. They're actually quite a good ship AI with a lot of guns, and on an anaconda that is very difficult. Basically the method to kill these guys was just to stay well back. But anyway, we'll get onto that in a minute. So for these missions, 125k plus rewards. The rewards were going up to like 170k, as you can see, of all these ones that I picked up, but known locations. So it's going to give you 3 systems where this guy's found in, and all we need to do is go into the USS zones to find him. So target type, that just gives you the name. Target count's always 1, and you can actually have multiple missions for one target as well. So for instance, I think I had 2 missions for just killing one target, which netted me like 260k on top of the 40k bounty that I already picked up. I will show you some gameplay later on. So yeah, and it gives you like a 2-day time left distance, so you can come back to this in a few days and still do the mission, which is really awesome as well. So these stack up really nicely, and as you can see at the end of it, at the end of going to a few starports and turning in some bounties, I actually had about 6 of these missions on top of the ones I had already done anyway, so this was really good. So as you know, to find USS zones really quickly, we just slow down to 30 kilometers a second and drop into the zones. Now when you do that, you're of course going to find your normal stuff, but then you're going to find some of these. When you've actually picked up this mission, you go to one of these systems, you'll actually find this, one of these guys saying, oh my god, I just escaped with my life, and he was found in this system, and that's it. And your contract will update, and it'll tell you the system that he was just in, and that's it. They're always the same, or they're always somebody telling you about that. Now, and they're about, 1 in 10, or it's just really random, to be honest, randomly generated. Sometimes I'd go into a system and it'll be the 3rd one along. Sometimes I'd kill like 5 bounties and then actually eventually find this guy who was almost killed by him. And you will never just find the guy straight away. And when you go into a system, you'll always find somebody who has just escaped with their life, and then you'll have to go and find him in the system that he's mentioned. So once you know one precise system, you just go there and drop into USS zones, and usually because you've got a load of these hunter-killer missions, you're going to find some more people that have escaped from their hunter-killers, and then it's just a big cycle really. So stick in that system until you actually find the person like Bob Taylor here. So I dropped in, found Bob Taylor, and these guys are aggressive straight away. No matter what, they're going to start to kill you straight away. So stay back a little bit, just kill warrant scanner them to get any bonus bounties that you can. Sometimes there will be, sometimes there won't be, and then you've got to go to town on them. Now my method for killing these guys was to stay the hell back. Now I don't know about other ones, and an eagle could probably really maneuver around these guys, but the Viper wasn't that maneuverable as an eagle, of course. So my method was to stay back, and about the 3 kilometer range was my beam laser range. So, and then the anaconda's aiming wasn't as good as mine, so I was eventually getting his shields down. If he did get my shields down, all I would do is just use a shield cell bank. So you can see Bob Taylor there, that one got destroyed, and I went and claimed the bounty, or I actually got a bloody fine on me. And as you can see, the bounty there with 103,000 credits for a little bit of bounty hunting alongside that initial reward for killing him, and then you go on the bulletin board and you'll be able to trade in that 154,000 credits. Not bad at all. And that's the method pretty much. Now to stay in that 3 kilometers range, I was kind of just reversing a little bit. They're going to be flying at you a lot, so I was like just having my ship actually going backwards a little bit. So I've sent my throttle backwards a little bit and used my lateral thrusters to either go up or to the side. I found that method was making his aim be not as good and I was actually having success that way and dodging a lot of his gimbaled laser attacks. Now, with these guys as well, I wasn't noticing that they had actually kinetic damage, because, well, of course, they were not going to use really their kinetic damage on me, because my shields were nearly always up, and I'd try and never let them down. Of course, I would actually started this without a shield cell bank, so they would eventually go down, and I'd just have to run out and then run back in. So if they do take down your shields, that's what you just need to do, just run out and run back in. But generally, if you got your shield cell bank, then you don't need to worry at all. You just need to swap over to it and make sure you activate it when you got like 1 ring on your shield, and then you'll eventually get it. As you can see there, 30,000 credits for that. That's the initial bounty you get. That's the one that you can claim with the Empire. Then you go on the bulletin board and then select it, and there you go, 127,000 credits for him. Now this one was really good. This one is, as soon as I dropped into a system, my first USS zone that I dropped into, William Rogers was here, so I quickly kill warrant scanned him. Now these guys are aggressive straight away, as I said. It doesn't show that they're red, but they do, like, they just tell you straight away that they're going to be killing you, so it doesn't matter if you're nice to them or what, they're just going to start killing you. So of course, stay back, take down their shields, try and dodge as many of their attacks as possible, and eventually you'll get them down. Now this guy was special because I actually had 2 missions for him, and they totaled, you know, over 250,000 credits, and that's on top, and that's not even including the bounty reward as well. So that brought me in, you know, upwards of 300k, and that's just for killing one guy, and not including all of the other little bounties you get to do. So it's really, really awesome, guys, and this method is fantastic. 2 bonus little clips for this. I actually found an Imperial Clipper, my first Imperial Clipper that actually was wanted, so I had fun destroying him, and he did actually smack my canopy quite a bit, as you can see there. So I shouldn't have let him do that, as I did have a shield cell bank on me at this opportunity. Also, someone who gave me a location was this guy. It was a lake on Type 9. Now if you're into USS zone finding, you'll notice that Type 9's always are never wanted, and I actually found this wanted one, and I wonder if it had glitched, because usually you never find them wanted, like I just said. So when I found this guy wanted, I was just surprised, because he gave me a location for one of my hunter killer missions, and I got to destroy him. So 25,000 credits, and it was incredibly easy. And that is it, guys. That's the method. So all we do is use hunter killer missions on top of bounty hunter missions that I've already mentioned, and you earn, you know, I'd say 500k is going to be an average when you add this to the previous method, the USS zone bounty hunting, and this is just fantastic. I love it. It is great fun, and it's easily the most exhilarating thing you can do on this game, because it's actually a bit of a challenge. You can't just go willy-nilly into these fights. You need to outfit your ship properly and deal with them in an efficient method, like using lateral thrusters and staying far back. And that is the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the method and it earned you a lot of credits. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you next time.